for Speed Unbound, and we have gone wherever the hell this thing is. Look, it's been a little bit, and there's some new mods to check out. One of which is this little K truck that I am properly excited to check out. Listen, well, I'm kind of hyped for Forza Horizon 6, and so I've got K on the mind. This thing is an absolute monster. I've already fully upgraded this. Mess around with that. But there is visual customization to do. It's not the only mod we're checking out today. Ultimately, we're going to have some fun today. As per usual, I'm going to link all the mods down below in the description if you want to go and check them out. But let's jump into the garage, because part of this mod is the visual customization that's available. Now, I don't exactly know what goes where yet. Some of these are going to be a little mismatched all over the place. You know, welcome to Need for Speed. Okay, this is doing the back. First option, we're gonna put a potty in the back, because you know, driving this, you're gonna poo yourself a little bit. Should probably do it in something that's not the back of the... All right, hey, that's kind of fun. We got some utility use and go down on the beach. And there's a beach in this map. We can bring the spare tires. Those look incredibly small. I guess it's just for this. We got a bunch of gas bottles in the back. That's fully safe, and some crates just in case. So we do have this carbon splitter, but we also have this one, and I know for a fact, if I can find where the bloody thing is... What the hell? Got a wide stance on it as well. Yo, there we go. We got a wide body kit for the truck. Wait, we got more options. We got boxes in the back, a motorbike in the back as well. Hey, look, this is better than a full-size truck. Probably the best option. There's a fucking cow. I have no idea, but that's exactly where we're going with this. Yo, I could do 2 sets of it because it's like different options. Final piece of the puzzle, we've got spoilers. Yes. Chassis mount wings. We've got one with a green sticker and one with a white sticker. The cow is possibly going to be decapitated, but we'll just ignore that. Mate, this is awesome. Can you imagine? Oh, look at that. I know the game that should have gone to Japan first. I know it and I can't say it. Here she is. Now, there's 2 things I don't normally do in Need for Speed Unbound whenever I play the game, play with mods, anything. I don't tend to put on, by choice, the cartoony effects. As much as I actually personally don't mind them, I think it kind of makes sense. We've got a little Japanese little K-truck thing. Is there any other better time to do it? Probably not. So anyway, there we are. And also, I've done one other thing. Well, actually, I've not, but I am absolutely about to. Mates, this is driving me absolutely insane. This is a thing with mods in general in Need for Speed. Let me come to a stop and let you just listen to the absolute stupidity of this automatic shifting. Banging. 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 Not banging. It does it every time. Pisses me off to no end. So I'm switching to manual. See, manual's always an interesting one because in Forza, there's no question I use manual literally all the time. I don't think I ever touch the automatic. Maybe because I don't know. I don't know what it's like. I haven't used it in a long time. Some games just kind of work better in automatic. For example, the Crew Motorfest, it's better in automatic. It's just like with a wheel. Some games are better with a wheel. Most are better with a controller. Like if you play Gran Turismo with a controller, I salute you. I cannot do it anymore. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like, I don't want to do it by choice. I think if I'm honest, one of the reasons I don't really enjoy doing the manual shifting in Need for Speed is this is a game that you need to like move the camera around as you drive, especially in this car where you can't see over the cow. That's self-inflicted, I guess. But this and GTA 5 are definitely games where you need the right stick. You need to swing that thing. That's right. This thing is way even faster than all of these. I'm gonna bet ASAP Rocky. Let's get it. I never know it includes cutscenes, but like, this is gonna be the craziest race you ever seen in your life. As I said, self-inflicted. We're shifting manually. Move out of the way. Shifting down in my brain is just something that I have to... Oh, I'm not even paying attention. You see, if I shut up for a second, I can actually hear what the gears are doing. There you go. No! I was expecting this to be a high-speed event, but quite frankly, it hasn't turned out that way. As I said, this is not the only mod that I'm actually going to be using today. This is one of the few, and honestly, the wheelbase kind of doesn't suit the physics system of this game. It is an absolute struggle. Bugger, I'm going to leave the camera alone and focus on everything else. I am being battered here. What the hell is going on? And this is why I was moving the fucking camera. Am I actually going to crash out in this race? Not like, you know, mentally, just... Look at my health. For God's sake, it needs to be wider. Maybe the length of the wheels is probably... No. It needs to be wider. Oh, don't come after me. Don't come after me. That's not fair. I am right. Whoa. No, shift down. Come on. I wish the speeder would like flash red or something. I can see what I'm... 6th place. That is shocking. Okay, yeah, piss off, Rocky. I don't know if you're nonsense. Piss on it. No, you know what? I'm switching back. I can't focus on all this at once. Get away from me. Don't call the backup. Please. No. Go away. No. Don't follow me here. You're not supposed to know where I'm going. Well, I can escape. Come on. Please, please, please. Yeah. Let me in. What's the X? Oh, he's right there. He found me. Right. Well, that's enough of that thing. I am done. And we're going to use something a little bit different. Welcome to the Hoonicorn. Or should I say welcome back to the Hoonicorn? Yeah, apparently this wasn't in Need for Speed Unbound. And I kind of assumed it was. I think a lot of us assumed it was. It's been in Need for Speed for quite a few games. And so you thought, has it? I just assumed it was in the game already. I didn't know it was missing. But now it's actually here. There's a couple of things I want to try. We've got some things that are just better in Unbound. For example, drifting. Drifting has never been that good in Need for Speed. Well, quite frankly, ever. Except when they added the new update to this game, adding the Drift Pro, which is not available in single player. Unless you mod it. Again, one of these things I just didn't know. Right? I thought it was in the single player. It's been a bit. It's been out 4 years, this game. And another thing that kind of spikes my curiosity, in this game, you obviously have the drift effects, and they... Well, I'm kind of curious what it's going to look like with something like this. Lots of itches in your brain to be scratched today. That's kind of the point of where I'm going here. I'm also kind of curious as we drive back to the garage. Wait. The flames don't come out the hood when you're in front view, but they do a Need for Speed moment. If I do mod in the Drift Pro tires, am I restricted in the same way in the single player ends? I don't think so. I don't think the restrictions work as they do in the multiplayer in the single player. So I can do a drift event in Drift Pro tires, meaning for the first time ever, drift events will be actually enjoyable / playable in the single player campaign. I'm kind of excited. First things first, it's time to get this engine a-going. Because right now, it's a little sluggish, it's a little slow. I'm gonna need some more power. It's the Hoonicorn, not some old granddad Mustang that had about 50 horsepower in practicality. In practicality? That's not what I'm thinking. In functionality? In situ? Basically, it had 1,000,000 horsepower, but the tires, non-existent. The drivetrain lost all of it. So, let us apply the Drift Pro tires. Yes, thank you so much. Little slight worry there that I wouldn't be able to do it on this car, but of course you can. It's all-wheel drive. I think you can only do it on rear-wheel drive. Can you do it on front-wheel drive cars? I know normally you can't, but like on the modded version, we're now going to have to check. Once again, scratching the itch. Gotta know these things. Give me something front-wheel drive, baby. There we go. My very broken Golf GTI. What about you? Can I upgrade you to Drift Pro tires? No! Someone make it happen. No, I guess it doesn't make sense because like it's the physics system that changes when you put the tires on. So next game, I'm expecting, you know, praying, but next game, good news is there's still some customization that you can do around the car as well. It slid forward for some reason. I don't really know why, but there you go. It's back to normal now. So you can go through and change some of the lights and stuff. That's really nice and quite cool. So you change it up. Got some splitter customization you can do. They're all quite fit, but it's fine. Real customization. You can put the Ford emblem back in. That's pretty nice. I like that. Oh, wait. You can put hang on a minute. You could put blowers or turbos on there. That's pretty cool. I could have a supercharged version of it instead. Hey, this is something I like because, you know, full customization. I could change the wing. Not that I'm going to, because quite frankly, the rest don't really use it. But hey, I could. Hey, that's really cool. I think I'm going to go with the Speed Hunters version. And of course, it is super easy to find a livery if you wish to do so. But I'm also just going to like see what else is available, to be honest. That one's better. I like the gloss better. Anyway, nice little drift event. So I guess we'll mess around with that and see what that's going to be about. This is the style I've gone for. Shooting them blue flames. And of course, we are gone full Drift Pro. This thing is gonna feel completely different to what I've ever experienced before. It is properly weird jumping to this after, even like with the modded, better, improved handling that you can get from some of the mods like Need for Speed 2015. This, of course, goes straight like Need for Speed Underground style sliding where the handling completely changes. Everything is completely different. So I'm just gonna have to get into the flow of it, aren't I? There you go, on the far camera. I can actually see above the car on this now. Oh! I need more steering angle. Let's leave the downforce. Steering sensitivity high? I feel like the angle is my main problem here. But anyway, we're gonna find out, aren't we? This thing is so sick. Ignore the, you know, the fitment and that. That's not bad. I've got like 3 different wheel type of mods going on, and it's clearly not very happy. All right, yeah, let's go against... That's not rocket. What? We'll go against whoever because, well, you don't really see them, do you? Oh, mate, I forgot the beginning of the drift events had like this little cutscene going on, a little bit different, a little bit spicy. Man, give us back Need for Speed. I'm begging for you, please. I need it. Here we go. Let's get this drift score going. So the point system is going to be... Oh, it's the old system, isn't it? I've definitely tried this before. I feel like maybe this mod was already available in a package deal. And just... But hey, nonetheless, I'm getting it done. Points now super easy in the Hoonicorn, nonetheless, which is, you know, when it came to Need for Speed 2015, the battle was the Huracan or this. And most people be like, yeah, no, it was no competition, Theo. Yeah, but there was a way for me to, you know, and everyone, to jump in and literally modify this car by taking out the Ethernet cable, disconnecting your network connection a little bit. You could visually and performance customize this. And at that point, I believe this car was the choice. It's a little bit more reliable, a little bit more stable, a little bit more understanding. Oh, mate. Something tells me that I may be able to do this quite easily. It would be so devastating to not get another Need for Speed again with like the people that were really wanting to make a Need for Speed game, because ultimately they really did such a cracking job of kind of giving us these little tasters of what Need for Speed could return back to, could be. This handling with the lockdown, with the story kind of behind the lockdown. Razor returned in lockdown, for God's sake. Drag racing, drifting, giving us genuinely things that we had been asking for years, and a small team managed to do it in a insane way. Because you always think when developers tell you, you know, oh, there's a lot of things we need to do, there's a lot of things we need to work on, and you understand, you know, cars, we know they take forever to build, but then when it comes to stuff like this, they made it work pretty quickly. They didn't have that much time. It was a small team. Of course, the things didn't get added to the single player because there was just kind of a mismatch. They didn't have enough time. And then that's something you can kind of comprehend. But they did it. And so why would you not allow this incredible team to get making, get building? Hell, make a smaller game at first if we need to. I'm not one that sticks around with particular names and particular like brands just because I don't think you necessarily need to. And you just jump to where the best is. And the reason I'm stuck with Need for Speed is because I feel that's the truth. They're willing to do things that other games don't, and it's a more enjoyable game experience than you can get most other places. That's why I'm still here. I'm like the only person here. Okay, no, the only YouTuber here. Oh, yeah. To be fair, I was at the beginning anyway. I mean, the crew came here to try and capture me, the Need for Speed audience, and then left me behind for the Forza Horizon audience. And so, of course, I'm going to go back to Need for Speed. What do you mean? Yeah, this feels pretty nice. I'm quite happy with this. They chose some of the best roads for these events, but unfortunately, the base handling just was not very good for it. You can see why they changed the point scoring system though, because this one's a little bit balked for this type of drifting. The fact that you can keep chaining the whole thing together, yeah, it kind of ruins it, you know. I don't even care because I get to do what I want to do. No, I missed. Well, it was going fantastically, to be fair. Well, no! I see the problem. Need for Speed Unbound, ladies and gents. What a game. Bring me back to Need for Speed. I'm going to be here in 10 years' time and still saying the same thing. Hopefully we got a game by then. 10 years, surely. Come on. If you like Unbound, I have other videos on Unbound. I'll see you in the next video.